All right, y'all. We are live and we are schlong on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. I pray that everybody is very, very blessed. Everybody who's listening to my voice, guys. Bitcoin had a very, very boring morning. Had a very boring morning. And now we're finally getting some volatility, guys. We are finally getting some volatility. So we're going to be talking about it. We're going to be discussing what is happening, why it's happening, why we had such a crazy move to the downside, why we're getting a little bounce to the upside. We're going to be talking about why we got a massive pump this morning and the juicy long entries that we took yesterday. Make sure to like the video, guys. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. As usual, y'all, if we can get this video up to 1,250 likes before the end of the stream, we will absolutely be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Guys, blessings to everybody. In the name of Yeshua the Messiah, I pray everyone watching is super blessed. Guys, Bitcoin is finally getting some volatility. We are finally getting some volatility. Guys, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep it chill vibes today, guys. We're going to keep it chill vibes. So, as usual, guys, if we can get 1,250 likes during the video, I'm going to be giving away 0.025 Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to 10 Pence. Shout out to Moki. Shout out to Rabbi Eduardo for making that intro, and Tony C. And yes, guys, I am long, I am short. I am long and I am short. And we're going to be talking about how I got into these trades, y'all. But first, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out here and just take a look at the, should I say, the macro perspective here. The macro perspective. Now, obviously, guys, this morning we had some CPI news. And would you believe it? I know, it's hard to believe. But the truth is, guys, inflation ain't that bad. You know, it's not that bad, inflation. It's pretty good, actually. Turns out it's not so bad. In fact, I could sum up everything in one word. One number. 0. We've had 0 inflation in the month of July. Pretty awesome. So, we have been watching this Bitcoin price action from pretty much all the way back here on June 13th. And the past 2 weeks, guys, Bitcoin's really been playing with our hearts. Because, basically, I've been saying for a while here, right? If we can get above, shout out to Tony C with his beer. If we can get and hold above this level of, which is now 23K, right? The value area high of this little range here. I was expecting us to put in a higher high, right? However, we came back down for what I thought was a retest. And we just ranged here for like a week, right? Then we got a pretty significant move to the upside here. And then we got a pretty significant move to the downside. And these are trades that we have been trading over in the VIP Discord. But I want to talk about these scalps and our current situation. So last night, over in the VIP Discord, I did give this long setup down here to long the daily level. Actually, we took 2 scalps yesterday, right? We took 2 scalps yesterday. Long number 1 was from the close of the CME gap at around 22.9K, right? This was long number 1. We were looking for our bullish divergences on the 12-minute time frame on market Cipher B, right? So that was right over here when we got the first bounce yesterday, 22.9 right here. And this was actually a pretty nice long trade to take. It doesn't look like much in hindsight, but it was actually a pretty nice scalp of like a 1.6% move. And I actually did make a public YouTube video the day before saying I was looking for that level to take a potential long from there. And let's see if I can find, well, it doesn't matter. We took that long trade. It was very juicy. And then we were looking for this daily level, 22,611. 22,611. Last night we came down just to take out that 22,611 right here. And we were looking for bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame and down. And we can see as we came down to that level, we got the coveted uneven butt cheek pattern on the 24-minute time frame. I can't find my picture of uneven butt cheeks. Hang on. Here we go. The coveted uneven butt cheek pattern, guys, where we had a very big and juicy butt cheek on the left right here, followed by a very skinny butt cheek on the right at our key level. And that initiated this massive rocket pump. Now, at the time, right, yesterday, I said, look, not bad for a quick scalp, right? Things were looking kind of bearish in general. My entry, 22,690. Locked in half the profits here, guys. I didn't think we were going to launch off. Then this morning, I'm at the gym. Boom. I have my take profit set. It's crazy, guys. I couldn't believe the juicy pumpageness. So shout out to everybody who took these trades. Now, this morning, after this CPI news pump, we were kind of hoping for a CDW. I was actually hoping to come and take out at least this high before we got our move to the downside. I was looking to do something like this and dump. But I ended up getting into a short trade here based on a very local golden pocket. So I want to kind of go over that, right? I want to go over the short trade that I took on a very local golden pocket. So first of all, if anybody does want to join the community, the VIP Discord, we don't give signals here, right? But we do post our trading plans in advance, the levels we're looking for, the trades we're looking for, the confirmations we're looking for. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. So, how did I get into a short trade? Well, it was honestly this, guys. It was this right here. We came up to a very local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement right here. I was looking for any reason to get short because I was already long. I was already in the long, holding the long still. I'm like, man, this would make such a good short. Things were looking kind of bearish. We were looking at the ES all morning, kind of waiting for us to lose this level here. And when we came over here and we started to consolidate underneath this golden pocket, if we take a look at coinanalyze.net, right? Coinanalyze.net, we can see that we were actually getting absorption of longs, right? What we saw here was we saw the price starting to make lower highs like this, and we saw CVD starting to make higher highs like this, and we also saw an increase in open interest like this. Now, when you see something like this happen, guys, on a key level, which in this case was a Fibonacci golden pocket level, right, from here to here, you can see that we came right up into that 618, right? That's where we started to, hang on, this is the wrong, right here. We came right into that golden pocket between the 618 and the 786, and we cannot come above this resistance, and we see people trying to long, okay? But price keeps getting lower. What this tells us is that there's a whale up here, man. He's swimming around in the deep blue sea, seeking whom he may devour, right? He masquerades as an angel of light, this whale, because he makes you think price is going up high, right? But he's deceiving you. He's a deceiver. He's a liar and the father of lies. Okay? What this whale is doing up here, to all you retail FOMO longers, is who are trying to trade the bull flag, he's building up a huge short order right here. He's absorbing all the market longs that people are FOMO longing. And he's building a big short order, and he's going to push the price down, guys. This is a tool called coinanalyze.net. It's a free tool. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a free tool, guys. You can check it out. So why are we getting a bounce right now? Well, over in the VIP Discord, I did post my updated levels here. Just posted them, and one of the levels was the confluence of the 382 and the VWAP. Right? The confluence of the 382 and the VWAP. And if we go to a higher term time frame right here, and we take a look at the move from the downside to the upside with our Fibonacci golden pocket right here, we can see that we do come down to the 382 and the VWAP. Now, how did I get into a long? It was actually very similar to how I got into a short. If we come over to the coinanalyze.net, we can see that as the price was getting higher right here, CVD getting lower like this, and we can also see that the open interest is increasing, showing us once again that we have a whale. Now, I don't know if this is a whale down here, guys. This might be like a dolphin, right? This might be like a dolphin. Down here, absorbing some people FOMOing short. Now, the moral of the story is, y'all, never FOMO into a trade. Never FOMO. Because as soon as you FOMO into a trade, man, those whales and dolphins out there masquerading as angels of light to deceive you with some doctrine of demons, they're going to be out there looking for you. They're going to be soaking you up like SpongeBob SquarePants himself. All right? And so this is where we find ourselves right now, guys. This is where we find ourselves right now. So, shout out to Shane, who's $4,000 in profit from the short. Juicy, man. Juicy. That is super juicy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Chad. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. Shout out to VerXest, who says we fall because of the falling wedge target. Did we have a falling wedge? You mean a rising wedge? I don't know. I don't know. But I do have to say this, guys. It wouldn't surprise me if we get more downside. It wouldn't surprise me if we do something like this. In fact, right now, if we're short, what can we be looking for? We can be looking for local golden pocket retracements to potentially add to a short trade. So something that I kind of like here is this 23.843, because this would be a support resistance flip, right? This would, what used to be support all morning would now be resistance, right? So if we see that we're coming up there with a bearish trigger wave on market Cipher B, right? Something like this, especially on the lower term time frames, right? If we're coming up here and we're getting a trigger wave like this on the 3-minute time frame, seeing that continuation of direction, that could actually offer us a good adding into a short if we're short, or entrance, right? But we don't know, because I'm not a financial advisor, guys. This is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on the internet showing you pictures of uneven butt cheeks. Also, I am an avid and rabid trader and driver, which will absolutely get you wrecked, guys. But here's the thing. It's hard not to look at the charts in the car when you've got the golden pocket bullish divergences and rejecting off key support at the same time. But this will get you wrecked, guys. And it's illegal to drive with your fib out, right? I always drive with my fib out. You're supposed to keep it concealed. But I have no shame, guys. I do have no shame, right? And the cops are cool with it so long as you explain to them what you're doing. And you have to make the cop laugh. Because if you can make the cop laugh, man, he won't give you a ticket. He won't give you a ticket. I do think we're going to come down a little bit lower, guys. I actually took this short trade in the car on the way to the Tractor Supply store to buy a new poultry waterer for my chickens. You know, interestingly enough. So here's the thing, guys. On these higher term time frames, right? Let's check it out here. Let's turn off some of these things here. Let's just look at the higher term time frames right now. If we now start to, like, the fact that we put in a lower high here, and the fact that we didn't take this high is, if we continue with a big move down here, that's actually pretty bearish in my mind, guys. That's pretty bearish. And I think that if we come down and take out this low, that it's not going to be good. I think that we will probably have a larger move to the downside, because really for the past, you know, we can look at this pretty much from the 27th of July as one sideways range, basically. And we had this really nice rounded bottom here, culminating in last night, which technically we still have a rounded bottom here. So as long as we don't put in a lower low, this actually still could be a very bullish, what do they call them? What do they call those things? They look like cups. And they break out to the upside. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes they have handles. What are those cup and handles called? You know, it could be one of those. So, but if we do put in a lower low from here, then I think we're looking a much lower, and then I think we enter back into the range that we were trading in down here, this one here, right? I think it could be a smooth move all the way down to these lows again, guys. I really do. Now, I've been saying this for a long time. I've been saying it since here. I've been saying it since here. I've been saying it since here. And I've been saying that if we can come above these highs, it could be high, right? I've been saying it since here. 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 Long story short, guys, not a lot of stuff has changed, all right? Not a lot of stuff has changed here. So, let's see, how's it going? Shout out to Nicholas, who says, all I ever do is get wrecked, just became a Patreon member. Cool, man. I'm glad to hear that you became a Patreon member. I'm not glad to hear that you have been getting wrecked. But I am not a financial advisor. But if we're talking about paper trading here, I do have some advice, which is make a plan, man, and stick to it. You know, I made a video last night about the 3 pillars of trading, right? The 3 pillars of trading: strategy, risk management, discipline, and patience. Right? These 3 things, because I'm convinced anybody can be a profitable, successful trader. Make sure to like the video, guys. You need to have a strategy, meaning you need to have one or multiple sets of criteria that get you into a trade. In other words, I only take a trade if A is true, B is true, C is true, D is true. Now, you could have multiple ones of these, right? For example, today, there were 2 ways I could have shorted here. I was either going to wait for bearish CVD, or I was going to wait for a CDW. Those are the only 2 options, right? But you need to have one of these things, right? A strategy. There's many strategies out there. If you're looking for a strategy, you don't know any, you can check out the course, jasoncaspertrading.com, guys. This will teach you how to stop FOMO trading, how to stop trading with emotions, how to have a clearly defined point A to point B system so that you always have a strategy in your back pocket regardless of what the markets are doing. It's about staying one step ahead of the market. It's about saying to yourself, if this happens, then my plan of action is thus. If this other thing happens, then my plan of action is thus. And you have these strategies, you write them down, and you stick to them, right? Second pillar is risk management, right? Don't risk more than you can afford to lose, right? We go over that in the course. But the hardest thing that most people struggle with, guys, is discipline and patience, right? Not FOMOing, not chasing price, waiting for a setup to present itself. I have lost more money. In fact, I would say that, because these 2 are easy, strategy and risk management, these are so easy. Anyone can get that down. In theory, they're super easy. This is hard. This is hard. Patience and discipline. To discipline yourself to not take a trade, to sit there all day, feeling super bearish and not taking a short because you don't have these criteria, right? I really think that can be a game changer, right? If you make a covenant with yourself to stick to these things, it can be a bit of a game changer, honestly, right? But we do have a 25% discount on the course if you use the coupon code JUICYDISCOUNT. So pods and pieces makes a plan and the exact opposite plays out. So you're starting to think you're a simulation. Well, what's that guy's name? What's this guy's name? Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan. He seemed kind of simulation-y, didn't he? You know, you have to stick to your confirmations as well. Like, you have to stick to those confirmations also, in my opinion. Like, if you're looking to short a level, you can't short that level unless you have your confirmations. Like the other night, myself and many others were looking to take a short from 23,750, I think. Yeah, 23,750. When was that? I'm sure you guys remember. We were looking to short right around here. I set an alarm to go off at 2 in the morning is when it went off to take a short here. I woke up, I didn't see my confirmations, so I tried to go back to sleep, but I couldn't even go back to sleep. It was a horrible night. It was a horrible night. But, yeah, you got to make sure you've got your confirmations in place. Yeah, juicy butt cheeks only. Sven says the hardest thing is being confident in your strategy. If you don't have a strategy, you flop and grope. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you don't have a strategy, you do flop and grope. I mean, you have to have a trading strategy. If you don't, you will not be able to do this. You have to know in advance what you're looking to do. You have to know in advance. That's really the only way. What is going on over here with my no copyright, chill, lo-fi, hip-hop beats music? We're going to have to go back in time a little bit. I really feel these beats, guys. I feel them. Why did I start using lower leverage than before? Well, I'm using 50x for the long, 30x. Oh, the reason why my short leverage is on 33x is because I was shorting a CVD divergence. So I wasn't knife catching. High leverage I use for knife catching. I use lower leverage for trading with the trend. I know that sounds crazy, but I have way more success catching knives than I do trying to trade with the trend. Because guaranteed, man, as soon as I short that lower high, right? Not guaranteed, but oftentimes. And I need to give myself a little playing room. Because I had to have the invalidation above this high right here. Right? So I had to give myself a little playing room on that one. I had to. Let's check out some order flow and see what's happening here. Coinanalyze.net, what is happening? So right now, guys, we can actually see, I would say, longs being absorbed here, right? Because price is making lower highs, CVD is getting higher, open interest is increasing, which actually makes me bearish. This makes me bearish. This makes me think that we can get another move to the downside. Let's take a look at some of our butt cheeks here on Market Cipher B also. We're going to go to the 12-minute. Money flow is about to curve down on the 12-minute, guys. Money flow curves on the 12-minute Market Cipher B are very powerful things, right? Look at this. We get our money flow cross on the 12-minute in this area. A little while later, massive pump. We get our money flow cross from blue into purple on 12-minute Market Cipher B. A little while later, massive dump. This is not something you can long and short based only on money flow crosses. You have to have other confluences. But when they cross, they typically lead to some crazy dumps. In fact, the money flow is one of my favorite indicators on Market Cipher B. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. We're going to turn off our green dots. Right? We'll just put vertical lines at these money flow crosses. Now, here's the thing. The money flow has to be a substantial cross, right? It can't be these little tiny waves here. They have to be substantial. But in general, I'll put one here, put one here. In general, whenever this money flow crosses, sooner or later, we're going to have a big dump. Now, again, you can't just leverage trade this, right? You could spot trade, I guess, but you know, 3% move to the downside, money flow crosses up, we get a 5% move to the upside, money flow crosses down, we get a 1.5% move to the downside, money flow crosses up, we get a 6% move to the upside, money flow crosses down, we get a 4% move to the downside, money flow crosses up, we get a 6% move to the upside, right? So when we're seeing this money flow starting to get low here, this should now be giving us a bearish bias, at least saying there's a higher probability that we have more downside to go, right? And then what we can do is we can go to higher time frames to say, what are the higher time frames telling us right now, right? Money flow getting lower on the 4-hour over time, right? We can actually see money flow is coming down on the 4-hour like this. This honestly makes me a little bit more bearish than it does bullish. And let's see. Let's turn back on our dots, right? Long the green dots, short the red dots, right? Well, not necessarily. We can see the 4-hour VWAP starting to curve over. Check out the 1-hour. 1-hour money flow crossing to the downside with a red dot. Money flow getting lower. Here's what I would say about the 1-hour, guys. If we had gotten the CDW, if we had taken out these highs before our drop, I would have been much more bearish. The fact that we did not get a divergence here makes me a little bit more bullish, honestly, because we have to consider that this 1-hour candle right here is kind of a joke, right? It's CPI news. We have our CPI people just sitting there waiting to push long. If the news comes out that there's no inflation. By the way, guys, did you hear there's no inflation? Right? We can all go back to the old normal now because there's no inflation. Pretty cool, right? I agree. I agree. No inflation, guys. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. It's all good. How's everything going over here? Not so great. Just trying to squeeze a little more profits out of this little long here. Now, guys, I have to say, this long was one of the most epic trades I've taken in my life right here. This one from down here. And, man, shout out to everyone who took that long in the VIP Discord. This is what I mean by having a plan, guys. Like, you know, to come to the chart in the morning and to just know exactly, like, that's the thing. Like, I had a very clearly defined plan. Like, I wanted to see bullish divergence on the 24-minute, on the 12-minute, and the 6-minute. Now, honestly, when I took this long, it looked weak as heck. It looked weak as heck, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It looks super weak. But we did have, even on the 1 hour, which I didn't see at the time, we had some very powerful bullish confirmations here. I don't know why I was so insecure. I'll tell you why I was so insecure, guys. I was so insecure because I've never had a girlfriend in my life. No, just kidding. Well, no, I'm not. I've never had a girlfriend. Well, I don't know. Okay. I'm not going to go down that path, guys. But I was insecure because I was actually outside. I was outside on a walk, and I took the trade from my phone. I didn't really have time to look at all the things. I just looked at the 24-minute and went for it, and I saw the money flow was starting to get lower. And so I was nervous. So I took half the trade out, like somewhere in here. After a 0.5% move, I took half the trade out. I took half the trade out here, guys. After a 0.5% move. Isn't that crazy? What a nut job. What a horrible trader. And that's the truth. I'm a horrible trader, guys. I'm the worst. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a Pikachu hat. Literally the worst trader in the world. Okay? In fact, I only paper trade with fake money. So, do I trade RSI divs? No, I do not. I only trade market Cipher divs nowadays, man. The bot didn't fire because it didn't look bullish till after. Yeah, I guess that's true. So the bot didn't fire on that trade because of the 6-minute. The bot did not fire on that trade because if we look at the 6-minute, it was just a hair of not being a divergence, I'm pretty sure. Because I had my bot set up to trade this as well. I had my bot set up to take this long too. But if we look at the 6-minute, that kept us out of the trade, guys. Isn't that a huge bummer when that happens? But here's the thing. It's okay. It's okay because the bot, the thing about the bot is it doesn't take every trade, but the trades it takes, at least you know all your confirmations are there. Right? At least you know all your confirmations are there. So that's the good thing. And this, I mean, this was fake. Like this whole like CPI pump was kind of fake anyway, right? In like 1 minute, look at the 1 minute chart. So funny. I can't believe this, guys. In one minute we had a almost 2% pump in a minute, guys. I saw this. I couldn't believe it. I hit my take profit right here. I had a take profit set right here. I took 50% out of the trade, and then I didn't set another take profit until here. Why here? Because this was a support resistance flip, right? And I was already short from up here. Where was I short from? Hang on. I was short from here, guys. And so I figured no need to go for gold. I mean, no need to like lock in tons of profit. I'm already short from here. So when I took profit here, I actually added a little bit to my short trade to put my entry above this high. That got stopped out, right? So then I was only in this juicy long trade. And then when we got up to here, right, I actually stupidly added to my long trade because it was a very small position. I added to my long trade up here in case of breakout of bull flag. and it put my entry somewhere down here, so that also got stopped out. Now keep in mind, guys, these trades are getting stopped out in very massive profits. So, you know, when I'm adding to trades and making myself have crappy entries, I am gambling, but it's like, it's responsible gambling because I've already made money on the trade. So it's either I make more money or I make money. It's not like I'm risking anything, right? I could take a risk that this bull flag breaks out by adding to a long that I have from down here, right? Now keep in mind, I took half the trade out here like an idiot, and then I took a big chunk of the trade out here. So I had a very small position left open when we got to the top. So it's like, you know, if we're going to come up higher, I want to have more of a bigger position there to make more money. But if we're going to drop down, then whatever, I'll get stopped out and look for another long. That's fine, you know? That's kind of the way I look at it. Shout out to Robert Bonar. Market Cipher is the #1 indicator in the world. Yes, Market Cipher is the best indicator you could possibly use in TradingView. Market Cipher is the bread and butter of my trading, guys. Market Cipher B specifically. The money flow, these momentum waves, the RSI, Market Cipher B is my favorite trading indicator. And I would, if I could only have one thing to trade with, it would be Market Cipher. It would definitely be Market Cipher only. If I could only have one thing to look at besides naked candles. And I've gone down that road, guys, of naked price action trading. It doesn't work for me. Some people say it works for them. I don't know if it's true or not. You know, because I'm not seeing their trades. Some people are like, yeah, you just need candlestick patterns. Well, it doesn't work for me, guys. Right? It doesn't work for me. Brian Hoffer has a trend line right under the price. It's on the daily. Let's check it out. Let's check it out, Brian Hoffer. Let's check out this trend line on the daily. Is this it? Let's see. Well, that's not it. Hang on. Is this it? Or is this it? Wowzers. Well, golly. Golly. Can you guys imagine if this was just a giant bear pennant waiting to break down with a measured target all the way? Let's see. $15K. Wow. That's crazy, guys. Can you imagine if that's the case? That would change everything. That would change everything. Do I think we're going up to 26 or 28? Asked Divine Hood. It really depends on what happens here, guys. I mean, like, really, the fact that I have no idea. I have no idea. This is the kind of thing where, right now, given the fact that it's been 2 weeks in this tiny range here, I don't know. I don't know. If we were going to break out, we needed to really break this high quick. But we're holding key support, and this is key support right here, guys. Okay, we have key support around 22.5. That's key support. That is very key support. Support, resistance, flip, right? Resistance, resistance, support, support. But, like, we need to have a quick move up there, because the longer we chill up here, you know, the daily market cipher is starting to tick down. We got this bearish divergence here, and now we're about to get a bearish trigger wave here, right? So we really, really needed to have a move up. Like, this trigger wave here had to really give us that move up, because if we start to come down lower, I don't think we're going to break out, not now. But, you know, I've been kind of hoping for a few weeks now that we do come back down to test these lows. Because this is, you know, like, here's the thing. We do have the bottom signal, right? You guys are probably tired of hearing me say this if you watch my channel, right? We have the bottom signal on market Cipher B, which is money flow in the red on the weekly time frame, with the big Ben Armstrong green dot here. That historically has been the bottom of the bear market, right? It happened in 2013, it happened in 2015, it happened in 2018. It's happening now, right? And key support on the measured move of this pattern that we've been watching. Now, I know people are like, that's not a rising wedge, Jason. Well, I had it drawn a little bit better when I originally did it, but I took it from down here and I connected these lows. Or maybe I took it from here. It was drawn much better when I originally did it, right? These levels were being respected. So, I'm tired of the comments, right? It hurts my self-esteem, guys. I already can't get a girlfriend, right? I just turned 32 on Monday. Was it Monday? What day is it? Yeah. I just turned 32. I've never had a girlfriend in my life. I can't even get a woman to look at me because they just can't, right? They just can't. They can't take it. I get rejected every single time. Every single time, right? So, how's the long going, guys? How's it going here? How do you think? How do you think? Not so great, huh? It's not going so good. Well, here's what we do need to look out for, right? Let's say we do get more of a bounce from here. You know, this is the bounce zone. If we're going to bounce from here, it's going to be this zone down here. This is the zone that we bounce from. Right? Wait for the retest. Don't long like I did. Just kidding. I mean, you can long like I did because we saw some absorption here. But that is going to be the retest. So let's come over to coinanalyze.net here. Okay, you see how this worked, guys? Remember I said we see some absorption, we're going to get a move to the downside. Look at how that works, right? We saw those whales up there absorbing as if they were SpongeBob SquarePants in the flesh, right? And so let's take a look here, because if we do want to get in on a retest, the way we're going to have to do it, we're going to have to get a little crafty here. We're going to have to pull a Fibonacci retracement tool, and we are going to have to fix it so that it doesn't look like crap. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to fix it so it doesn't look like crap. It's hard to do. We're going to have to make this orange, and we're going to have to save this. This needs to be saved. Save. I'm not logged in. That's a bummer. Right, so if we are going to bounce, guys, we need to see absorption happening in this zone right here. This is the absorption zone, right? If we're going to get our bounce, it's going to be from here. We're going to make it green. Green ketchup. Remember when they made green ketchup for a little bit, y'all? Remember those days? So we really have to watch and see what's going to happen as we come down in here. What do we want to see? We do want to see something like this. We want to see price coming into here. And honestly, I don't know if we're going to be able to get it now, but we want to see this CBD line coming lower than it was over here, right? We want to see it getting lower. And we want to see open interest increasing. And that will tell us that we can long a retest. And if not, then we get the heck out, right? Because we don't want to get wrecked. Remember what we're talking about over here, right? I only take a trade if A, B, C, D is true, right? So for me, A, come down between the golden pocket 786. B, CBD looking bullish. B, that was B. C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, open interest. Hey, hey, hey. And then ideally also on market Cipher, bizzle. I want to see some uneven butt cheeks over here, right? I would love to see some uneven butt cheeks, man. Give me those juicy uneven butt cheeks, guys. That's what I like to see. You know? So, hey, check out these eyes. You guys see that? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, let's come back over to our CBD. Let's check out a TR chart here. get a real zoomed in look. Look at this, guys. I mean, we can see the longs opening up here. It looks a little absorption-y. But this has been happening on a pretty big decrease of open interest. But the long trade I took right here was right here. From that little bullishness that we had. Very, very slight bullish dip. But when we come to the VWAP, guys, we can expect support on the VWAP if we've been spending a lot of time and space above it in general. That's a good place to look for a day trade, is the VWAP in general, right? Especially if there's a confluence, like we had that confluence of the golden pocket, right? Not the golden pocket, the 382, right? Where is that 382? No. Aha! Right, 382, VWAP, absorption, money flow coming up, trigger wave on market Cipher B. You know, we had some reasons to scalp that. We had some reasons to take a scalp there. But yeah, I do think we can come lower. And honestly, after today, guys, I don't know what's going to happen on. This morning, we spent 3.5 hours in the VIP live stream waiting for a short entry that never came. And we pretty much live streamed from here. Yeah, no, from here all the way to like here. This entire chunk. So from like 9, honestly, from like 9 in the morning before New York even opened, from right here all the way until like, yeah, basically like 12:45 p.m., right? Right before I got into that short trade, we were waiting for a short setup. So after a long, boring morning, we're finally getting some volatility, guys. Finally. So let's see. Let's see if we have any questions in the chat. Where am I at, Jason? Do I have monkeypox? Probably. I mean, everyone has monkeypox these days. I feel like it's the next big thing to come around, you know? It's the next step in the agenda. So, yeah, I probably got it, man. We probably all got it. What are my VWAP settings? It's just a VWAP, man. There's no settings to it. Which open interest is that, guys? Duper, it's... So, okay, go to coinalyze.net, guys. Go to coinalyze.net. At coinalyze.net, go to indicators and type in open interest. Put that on your chart. Then type in CVD. Go ahead and put that on your chart. That will give you this setup right here. Right? That's true. The Inflation Reduction Act worked very well, Crypto Rancher. The Dad Dan says, inflation ain't seen nothing yet. Well, we have no inflation. I don't know if you guys heard. Make sure to like the video, by the way. We have 800 people, only 300 likes. I mean, man, that really does take a toll on my self-esteem. So, Createx is ready for a juicy you-know-what, man. I'm ready for... I get some of these every single day. Every single day. I'm always getting one. I just got one this morning. I just got one yesterday, too. Just love to get them. I love to get them. And they're free. Who wouldn't want free stuff from the government? You know, I love free stuff from the government. My goal in life is to not own anything, right? I'm very happy when I don't own things. Who needs a car? Especially if you drive a car, I just want to let you know you're a bad human being. You know, who needs a car? Ride your bike, walk, carpool. Buy an electric car, guys. They're super efficient, and they're really good for the environment. You know? And that's right, we're not in a recession. We're not in a recession. Didn't they change the definition of recession now? I know they changed the definition of definition. They changed the definition of definition lately. Not even kidding. Not even kidding. Isn't that crazy? Can you trade on your tablet, do good? Yes. You just need the app ByBit, right? Or PHEMEX. And only testnet only. Testnet only. Don't ever trade real money because, first of all, I would never recommend trading real money. And second of all, the purpose of life, like the reason God created man on the earth, is so that we could avoid all risks at all costs, right? God created man so that we could avoid death. And so the best way to do that is to stay home, close your business. If you have to go out somewhere, you know, make sure to cover your face with multiple masks at all times. Like this, you know, because we want to stay healthy. If you have to go to the bathroom, make sure to cover your anus with multiple masks like this, because we want to stay healthy. And trading is very, very risky. Okay, you could lose everything. So only paper trade. But on your tablet, you can download the ByBit app, you could download the PHEMEX app, you could download the Bitget app, right? You know, I do have affiliate links if you want to enter this trade with me over on ByBit, if you want to support. But no, you don't have to. But the thing is, you can. You don't. Those are the apps that you need. I recommend also getting TradingView. Okay, TradingView. This is what I'm using here to do my charting. Coinalyze.net is a great tool, a free tool that gives you a lot of good juiciness here. Let's refresh the screen quick. And dang, see, I'm logged out. I'm logged out. Let's see what's happening here. Wow. Yeah, this to me looks pretty bearish. I have to be honest with you guys. This looks pretty dang bearish. Let's check this out here. Yeah, this looks kind of bearish because we can see longs opening up, price is making a lower high, and CBD is getting higher here. So that makes me expect another move to the downside. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. Shout out to Duper. I mean, shout out to Do Good, not Duper. Yeah, no, I don't leverage trade in the USA. We only paper trade, right? Only paper trade. Do I trade ETH? Yeah, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. I'm more of I'm a corny kind of guy. I've been trading the Bitcoin mostly. Here's the thing, guys. You know, I'm a busy man. If anyone's new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe, of course. Whoops. Just snorted in my laugh. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm a busy man, guys. I'm a homesteader. I raise animals. I grow my own food. I'm a father. I'm a husband. Right? I'm a lot of things. Wear a lot of hats. Pikachu hats. Super Mario hats. Right? And I don't have time to be trading all these charts. But you know what I do is I have my trading bot, which trades for me, right? So that's how I trade other coins now. Other than that, I enjoy trading Bitcoin. That's what I like. That is what I like. But my chill beats, guys, are not working anymore. They're not working anymore. Sad. Sad. Here we go. Creatix wants to know if I can use paper money to pay for stuff. Well, money's fake, so yes, you can. Where should you put your stop loss? I honestly don't really use stop losses, like. And thank you to everyone who liked the video. But yeah, I usually don't use stop losses. I know that's crazy, but it depends on the situation. If I'm knife catching, I don't use a stop loss. If I'm trying to catch in the trend, then I put the stop loss under the last low, right? So for this entry right here, I had my stop loss right down here. It was a tight one, guys. It was a tighty. Tighty whiteys. But that's something, that's part of risk management and understanding risk reward, understanding market structure. We do go over that in the course. 25% discount in the description, just saying, if you're interested. Also, guys, we do have an advanced course that teaches you all about Exocharts and Orderflow. If you go to learn.jasoncasper.com, there's an intro that actually teaches you a whole bunch of stuff for free right here. There's a preview for free, and there's a 15% discount if you use the coupon code JUICY. And if you want to join the community, guys, where we post the levels and like you can learn a lot. We have some really good traders in here. Patreon.com/JasonCasper. Basically, this is documenting what really good traders. I'm not talking about myself because I suck, but the other traders in this group are really good. It's documenting their thought processes. You know, and also I document my thought process as a horrible trader, as a crappy trader. who sucks and actually rips off all his TA from Iki Weekly, which is my the guy who tells me when to long and short. We have a special deal. Shout out to Iki Weekly, by the way. That's true. What happens is TP stop out and then pump. That happens a lot. That happens to me too. But I'd rather TP stop out and pump than loss. You know, I'd rather have a small win and miss out on gains than have a loss. But stop losses, tight stop losses, that's why if I'm knife catching, I don't use a stop loss, because if my confirmations are there, you know, it is what it is. I'm confident in the setup. Interesting. Interesting. Matt gets his TA from Nancy Pelosi. What indicators do I use on CoinLines? I use CBD and open interest. Shout out to Michael F. Coe, who just got back from the casino, smoked a fat blunt, and opened a 125x short. Well, Michael, if that's true, man, congratulations, I suppose, if it's an in-profit short. Yeah. I don't know what happened to Iki Weekly Dread Mining. He like dipped out and never came back. Yeah, somebody should make a Nancy Pelosi indicator. Like what country is she in or whatever. What she buying. What she selling. Do I think we'll see 23,000 again? Yeah, why the heck not? Here's the thing. I don't know. I'm not a predictor. Right? If anyone's been around the channel for a long time, you guys know I am not a predictor. I come up with scenarios that are likely to play out. So 23K is a golden pocket. If we lose 23,500, look at this one candlestick that takes us right back down to the golden pocket, right? Something else, guys. TPO chart. We have single prints at 23.2. We have the point of control time point of control for the day right around 23K. Obviously, if these single prints are very likely to be filled here, because the way single prints work is once you pierce into them with the price, it's probable that we fill them all the way. Right? Fast move up, fast move down, right? Smooth going in, smooth coming out, like Taco Bell at 3 in the morning, guys. You know, it feels real good coming down, right? But the next day, that dump is going to be intense. It's going to be fast. It's going to be a fast one, guys. Right, Shane. And it's daily open, right? It's daily open. Good point, good point. Nice. There's some Twitter accounts that post Congress's trades, says Duper. So there is a Pelosi indicator, guys. There's a Pelosi indicator. Yeah, this looks kind of bearish to me. I ain't gonna lie. We have a selling tail up here. Do we have a selling tail on the regular chart? No, we don't. We don't have a selling tail up here either, guys. I could see it going either way. I could see anything happening. I mean, a move like this, guys, is a wild card. It's a wild card. Because what would have happened, you know, this was such a slow, painful move to the upside, and then, boom. We could fill these single prints. We could bounce from this area and then come up and get our CDW anyway. That could happen. That could happen. Yeah, that's true, Dave. We haven't had a bearish div on the hourly in a while, and I would love one. I would really love one. Where's my face? All right, let's put on the face. What's going on, y'all? Double bicep. Super Mario hat. I lost my glasses, guys. My blue light glasses. Guys, make sure to like the video for the hair, right? You're not going to see this hair on other YouTube channels. Guaranteed. How to set the fib retracement for the golden pocket. Okay, so you're going to come over here to Fibonacci retracement, and if you're finding support, you do it from low to high, okay? So let's do it on CoinAnalyze, okay? So what you're going to do if you're trying to find support is you pull the fib from low to high. Double click it. Turn off the trend line, right? Turn off 0. Turn off 1. Turn off 2, 4. Turn off all this crap. Honestly, really, for crypto trading, turn off the 0.5. Keep the 382, the 618, the 786. Come over to one of these other ones. Double click it and put 0.65. Okay? Then you're going to come down here and remove that background. This will now give you the fib with that golden pocket. And look, I have my face in the screen. You guys can't even see. Okay? Can't even see it. Thanks, Dread Mining. Did you skip over my joining VIP Discord message? I don't know, Benny A. Did you reach out to me in Discord, bro? Send me a message right now. Whoa, Spartan Wrestler's talking about the 0.66 fib. Yeah, I'll drop the workout plan, guys. Here's the thing. I gotta be honest with you, man. Besides Spartan Wrestler, most of y'all can't handle my workout plan. Because I only lift weights twice a week. Right? But this morning, my workout got, I'm telling you guys, man, most people wouldn't be able to survive it. I did squats and deadlifts and bench presses and bent rows and overhead press and weighted chin-ups. 10 sets of 10 reps with heavy weight. Like, heavy meaning like it's hard to do those 10 reps. Like, I can't do more than 10, otherwise I might die. It takes like 2.5, 3 hours to do that workout, guys. So I only work out twice a week, but in those 2 days I cram a week's worth of volume into heavy compound movements, guys. So you gotta be careful. Who's Eric Crown? I don't know who Eric Crown is. Shout out to Spartan Wrestler, man. Spartan Wrestler, fellow weightlifter, fellow jacked human trader, you know? Who's Eric Crown? I have to look this guy up, man. Let's look him up together. He has 174,000 subs, huh?
Morning over here from a very likely very volatile upcoming day as we do test and then formulate strategy. It's a little bit of a bigger move in this case. My apologies. There's a 2 handle instead of a 3. Either which way though. And if we were to now play around with numbers using about the average, of course, and basically what did we see? We saw extremely low BBWP, which was below 10 percentile. The expansion phase from those.
Cool, man. Cool. I like it. Lots of big words. I don't even know what he's talking about because I didn't watch the video, but it looks good from you know what I can see here. He's got hip, cool graphics. Ooh, 2 pistols. He's got a nice little thing going on. He's got a backwards hat. Can't hate. Look at that beard, man. I wish I could grow a beard like that, you know. I can't really grow a beard, you know. I've got the perma chin strap. One of the reasons why I get rejected by all girls. Yeah, it's crazy I haven't heard of him. Yeah, I gotta check him out. He's a statistic guy. He's a legend. He knows his indicators. Eric has great TA. Daniel's a gun. He's a pencil neck. Wow, he paid $2,000 for his course. Man, maybe I should up my prices. Just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. He goes to the gym. He's jacked. He has a backwards hat. He has a beard. He's got pistols. Man. He's got a good intro. Sheesh. Man, I really need to step up my life.
Welcome back to the Eric Crown Crypto channel. Wishing you
Where's his intro?
Start to this nice Wednesday morning over here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys, for the Eric Crown info. How we doing over here? How's the Bitcoin doing? Looks like we're doing kind of nothing. Well, guys, I'm gonna head out. Yeah, I'm gonna head out, y'all. So, you guys know, look, I don't take myself very seriously at all, but I do take my walk with the Lord very seriously because that gives me purpose and meaning in life. So I know not everyone's religious, but I do pray that everybody watching the stream is very, very blessed in multiple ways. And so receive this blessing in the Hebrew language. And the purpose of this blessing, guys, is that the creator of the heavens and the earth would place his name upon you and bless you. And it goes like this: Yavarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Ya'er Adonai panav alecha v'chunecha, Yisa Adonai panav alecha v'yasem lecha shalom b'shem Yeshua HaMashiach Elohei Yisrael. And in English that means, may the Lord bless you and protect you and shine light upon you and have grace upon you, and may he look towards you and give you wholeness and peace. In the name of Jesus the Messiah, the God of Israel. Amen. All right, guys. God bless you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.